Mystical Love and Light here. And oh, you hear her. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. She just Mystical Love and Light here and Velvet Shadow. She loves to be on the videos, don't you? I know it. I know it. They're allowed to be on the videos. So this is Velvet Shadow here. Yeah. So I'll hold her for a second. Getting all lots of loves. Did you? Okay. I'm going to do the video now. I'm going to do the video now. I'm going to let you down, okay? Because I'm going to light up the sage and you'll be sneezing. You'll be saying, choo, 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 choo. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing today is making a Magickal Quartz Oil. And I will go ahead and light up the sage. That way I can cleanse the area. Velvet Shadow was watching me today, watching to see where I was walking to, and as soon as she seen me come in here, she ran in here behind me, and when I sat down, she started whining, waiting for her turn to get up in the chair. I think that's good. Okay. And we will cleanse the area. I have, you can't see it right here, but I have my water that amplifies all my intentions. Every working or oil or powder that I make, I've got it here on the table. You may not see it all the time because it may be off camera, but it is always here, always, because it amplifies everything that I do. Okay, and I will just sit that there. I will light my working candle and hope the air conditioner right behind me doesn't blow it out. And I am making Magickal Quartz Oil. I have already put my oil in here, so I don't have that big jug of oil up here. You can use any kind of carrier oil you want. You can use grapeseed oil, canola oil, sweet almond oil, pretty much avocado oil, olive oil, any kind of oil that you want. And this oil, this Magickal Quartz Oil, is a protection oil. So the first thing I'm gonna put in it is a crystal that's rough looking with lots of points. This is a one that we dug up ourselves. It's got a lot of baby points on it. The camera really doesn't know justice. You can, let me turn it this way too, and you can see all the points on it. It even has a lot of baby ones in the back of it. We dug these up ourselves. Nobody else has ever touched it. So our energy is the only energy that's ever been on it, mine and his. It's going to go inside your oil because this is a Magickal Quartz Oil. Then you're going to use a chunk of quartz. This was charged also under the moon. We dug this up ourselves too. So this is charged. That one was charged. All of mine, I bring them in buckets when we dig them up, and I line them up outside on the ramp during the full moon and charge them all. So that way when I get ready to use them in my workings, they've already been charged. And like I say, nobody else's energy has ever touched these. We dug them up ourselves out of the crystal mines. This also goes in. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be putting in is a couple of pieces of oranges with the peel. And I dried these oranges myself. Some of my oils or powders that I make, I only use the peels, but on this one we will put both. I may have to dump some of these out because a lot of the holes are up here on top, just because they're the smaller pieces. Alrighty, so this one is, so we're going to use the orange pieces, and we need a couple of pieces, so I just kind of put in this right here between my legs here so I can break it. So we're going to put a couple pieces in. That's one and two. And what I'm drinking today is white grape and peach. White grape and peach. Okay, very delicious. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to put in is frankincense resin. I know it kind of looks empty, but I've got a whole bunch more jars up there on top, big jars full. And I'm not going to put none of this in the mortar pestle because I want them in these chunks. No measurements, I'm just putting some in my hand. I'll show you how many I have. And I will do a prayer and energize that, what I have in it so far. And I need to, I forgot to put those ones back in. I don't need those. And I'm going to also add some myrrh resin in it also. You don't need big chunks. There's big chunks and little chunks in here. So I'm just going to get some of the, few of the smaller chunks. Like that. And that was the myrrh resin. And this is the protection oil. Remember, I do not put my intent into it until I get ready to use the specific amount for my workings. Because also too, this can be sold, and my clients, whoever purchase, the buyers, whoever purchase it, will be putting their own intent into it. All of my oils and powders, I charge them, I energize them. And the buyers or clients can always put their own intent into it. Next, I will put some apple wood. I've got some apple chips here for protection. You know, apple trees are good for protection. So I just need a few pieces in here. Like that. Break that one in half because it's pretty big. The next thing I will put will be sage. All of these are protective ingredients. Sage. And if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that when I use sage, I like to put some sage in, but then I also like to put the, I don't know if you call them sticks or stalks. I don't know what you call them. But I will put some pieces in. And I just dropped some pieces here, so I'll put them in. And I want to break some of this. Man, love the way they smell. Every time I make something and add these to it, I gotta like smell it first. Don't ever let these go to waste. You always use them. I'm just moving it around so that I can soak all of the ingredients with the oil, because after it soaks for a little bit, it will settle down. Let's see it in there. Good. Whoa, almost spilled it. Okay. And the last thing that I am going to put in is selenite oil that I also make myself. And let me mix it up. I make a lot of this because a lot of times when I go to people's houses to cleanse their houses of negative spirits or energy, I always use this too. You can see what it looks like. It's all shook up. And I will just pour some of this in. Okay. Now I will do a chant in my head on protection, my prayers, my energy, and the intent will be added in at the time that I'm going to use it for whatever working I need it for. This is for cleansing, for protection. It helps with depression, negative thoughts, purification, purifying. it up. And you can see what it looks like. And that's it. Everything in here is for protection for the Magickal Quartz Oil. For protection. Cleansing, purifying, negative thoughts, for depression. And there you go. And thank you for watching. I'm blessed to be. Have a great day. Bye. And howdy to all of my newer subscribers. And howdy to a lot of my older subscribers. Bye. See if I can do this without burning myself. Nope, I have to get up and go around. I'm always afraid when I do that I'm going to knock the phone off the holder.